welcome to my lovely HP community and the 5D collective. Let's chit chat a little bit about, well, when your heart is your home, your relationships in life. Yes, they overflow with love and you get to be yourself. So, if you're new, I am an empowered woman who is mindfully aware of my own ego self and, well, I love myself first. And then I love someone else and someone else's because I'm polyamory. But the point is, I know how to always be on, and that heartbreak isn't heartbreak. And so securely attached people, they talk this way. And enlightenment, soul age group people, they talk this way. So I have a bunch of cards, but I'm not going to show them all because otherwise I won't have enough time and light and all that. But just so you know, you don't have to suffer in love. Not any bit. If you do the temporal junction, then that's a different story. And that's Zen Master's laundry. But when you do know how to be on, that's why you're like, do I have a challenger? Because I know that I'm on Earth and I am a wild thing. Dun, 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 dun. You make my heart sing. You know everything. Ooh, so why am I a wild woman? Because I got a feminine. How about you? You better have a feminine too, because otherwise you're not an inner child adult. You're not your own witness. If you're not self-aware, I don't need you because you're not your own jaguar. Self-aware, accountable, regulating. That's who I'm talking to. It means we don't bring in our low self-esteem to anyone. We bring in our heart. So when you have a person who has self-awareness, accountability, regulation, and they desire to be securely attached and they have had heartbreak, okay, they will go in full force and say, I welcome love. Love is all around. This and that are true. They won't be like, I don't trust people. I was heartbroken. I was lied to. Okay, so just so we're clear, if you need the whiners, there's the laundry man and the Zen master over there. I'm here for those who want to love, and that's because life doesn't sting. We transcend that illusion in the 5D plane. What I do is take a leap of faith. I get by with a little help from my friends. Oh, no, not just friends. Okay, take a leap of faith in love. Being your own song, using your own beginner's mind means you're in the prefrontal, expanding consciousness. You're not a hanged man per se. You're consistently hanged man because you're consistently expanding the self because you own yourself. You have self-worth. You're not watching and waiting. You're doing. Which is why you also are doing dharma, not karma. So you've closed circles and you are your own lover and beloved and you beat to your own drum the beauty way. Okay, so you're not cursed. Being a human isn't a curse. We love to be our inner child adults and have fire. The true fire is a straight shooter. When you have an empowered woman and man together, they know how to open their heart. And this is where trauma, it's relational. Besides therapy and you getting a window welcome and self-tuning and self-soothing in healthy ways, now I offer you the opportunity to love. That is the challenge. It's not a challenge though. It's an opportunity. So ask a feminine how she feels about her twin flame and flames and soulmates. Welcome them all and ask a feminine what she thinks about masculines who, my eye itches 1 second because my dry eyes still giving me a hard time. So if you ask a feminine about masculines and the distorted feminines, anyone want to go eat breakfast somewhere? Okay, so number one, the beauty of being able to be open-hearted for me is that I get to share my heart with someone. And so when that opportunity arose, I'll never forget the day I got my rainbow child back. Oh, as a mystic and a feminine, it's one of those most amazing. And then I got my earth child, and they're not my children. It's a figure of speech for they're different types of souls, different types of energy bodies. You don't have to believe in it, but there's a difference between rainbow children, indigo children, and earth children. And they're both beautiful. And twin flames, oh, they're beautiful too. Yes, they are. They are. But my point is, with Rainbow Child, it stuck out because of being a part of my oversoul and me intuitively knowing I got a hit as soon as I interacted with them. By the second time, or third, whatever it was, I forget those data points, but when you get the opportunity to share the vulnerable parts of you, it's very beautiful. But intimacy in a romantic way is what's going to push you over the hump, is what I was trying to get to. Because it's How deep is your love? How deep is your love? How deep is your love? I really want to know. 'Cause we're living in a world of fools, taking us down, and we all could let it be. Let me go find the song. So this one is it the Backstreet Boys? I don't remember. How deep. So when you do feel deep, it's really fun. By the way, I love it. The Bee Gees. I know your eyes in the morning sun. I feel you touch me in the pouring rain. And the moment that you wander far from me, I want to feel you in my arms again. Come to me, a summer breeze. Keep me warm in your love, then you softly leave. Okay, so because we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be, we belong to you. Okay, so breaking down, this is that drama stuff. But when you build a connection with someone, that is part of your journey as a person. And what I love to know is that, one, for life partners, those who are self-empowered and securely attached, they know how to talk. They don't pretend. They're not pretenders, they're lovers. And then for those who are wanting to heal and to truly make the best of this lifetime, they have the opportunity in their relationships. Trauma is relational. Healing it is with others. It's relational. When you have a healthy other and a healthy other, independently from if that other healthy person is still working on stuff, they're still going to make it all the way through because they're going to commit to the relationship because they want to. And it is one of the most satisfying relationships for the people who want to own their 1-year-old and 3-year-old. This is what you will learn from the attachment and trauma experts. So for a polyamory person who's securely attached, meeting the securely attached monogamous person can work just as fine as a securely attached polyamorous. Polygamist, I haven't met polygamists, maybe a couple, but I'm not in the polygamy. However, all these words that I'm bringing to the table because, one, we're a diverse community at this point, but two, when you meet anyone who's empowered, there's not an issue with any of whether it's polyamory or polygamy because we talk about ourselves openly. Now that's what's beautiful about when you have a heart-to-heart connection. The intimacy is because we're choosing to build something as secure attachment figures, but also potentially home. And I'm talking to you from a personal development, inner growth perspective. Not talking to you about the other stuff. Let's reorganize because my content is focused for your journey of self-empowerment. Others might be looking to support you to organize, the home or whatever, but I'm focused on when you have the opportunity to emotionally, mentally, and physically mature, it's because you're getting to talk to somebody about important things. But it's because I'm opening my heart and your heart is opened. That's the only time it's going to be, I choose vulnerability versus fear. People who don't choose vulnerability, they choose to stay in their fear environment and not to open their heart. And so the number of people as you get older that have been heartbroken are bountiful. Luckily, they have therapists to go to. Here we do mindfulness, living, and loving. So they will have been people who don't look at their heartbreak in a way of not being here. You see what I'm saying? The home is easy for you to handle because it's your embodied brain. It's emotional resiliency because you want to do mindfulness and mindset living. Otherwise, again, self-empowered journey. You're not just here for a story, meaning you're not using words just as a story. You're putting into practice living in the now. That's actually what makes it special. When you live in the now, every moment and every second count. Why would you not want love in your life? And you would choose fear because you're afraid of opening your heart. What silliness is that? But I can understand it because I have the attachment trauma information, which is why when I got told you can't always be on by a person who's supposed to know what she's talking about. Okay, yes, they, she, all of them. Whenever somebody talks to me about emotions in a way as it's excruciating, I'm like, okay, you don't know mindfulness, do you? Zen master. So love is the most amazing of gifts. And when you can share it with people, it's sad that people choose fear over love, but it's understandable. Like that avoidant lady, she just decided not to go to therapy, not to do journaling, not to do mindfulness, and to keep on living her relationships with suffering. This is why the psychoeducation is helpful for a person who's self-aware, accountable, regulating, but then who says, I'm going to take a leap of faith with you. Because I chose me, and I choose that you can help me and support me. And really what it is I love to be around you. And I want this. I want to be vulnerable. Even if it breaks my heart, I still want this versus not having it at all. That's where love comes into the mix. But also the blind faith and just blind knowingness of you can live without another person. Your authentic needs, air, water, food. This is what secure attachment is all about. So it's not needing to be polyamorous or monoamorous. That's not the point. That's why one or the other lifestyle is a choice based on the person. I have my reasons for polyamory, for their people that will always be lovers. That's it. Others have their reason because they want to grow a bunch of people in a house. I don't personally get it that way. So yeah, as I read my lovely Polywise book, I'm like, it sounds like you're talking in a very it sounds mechanical. It sounds like people have roles. So whenever you're hearing identifiers, they're doing roles. I'm coming at you with a word that is all about the emotion, and it's about the connection that I have with you from the heart. It's not just a moment. I shared life with you. Why would you ever say no? So the depth of the emotion is what I'm talking to you about, you see? That's when you're doing love. And when you're doing love, you're taking a leap. Which is why, where's that leap? If I take a leap and I say, this is who I am, and then you tell me, I don't like you, Maria. Well, my heart might be broken, but it doesn't actually get broken. I'll get over it. I'm not the person that you want. I'm going to understand it. That's it. I'm going to learn how to... No, it doesn't take that much time. You accept it, and then you process the emotions, and you move forward. And then, again, when you find true love, that's something that two people and or more can know. But love is because you're securely attached. You are enjoying each other. Relationships are of appreciation for each other, and then mutual interests. You don't have a relationship if you can't talk. Any empowered human being, man or woman might they be, will know what they're looking for. It's not about being picky. I know what I will be seeking as I get older. Mental stimuli means intelligent, and that's also intelligence. Emotional stimuli, so not low self-esteem. Empowered people, they don't make a big deal out of any of polyamory, monoamory, any of that. So when you meet love, you'll know, because you get to be yourself, they get to be their self, and they say, yes, I want the connection. And it's amazing. So we'll be back with more. Have a good one.